Yolanda Ambrosio Barrientos, and I am a graduate of the Wade Tech Head Program in Raleigh, North Carolina. It is an honor for me to be here today, representing the students who, with great effort, have successfully earned a diploma. I would like to share with you the story of my journey, of how I arrived to where I am now, and how the HEAD program changed my life. For me, this was a long and difficult road. I arrived in the United States, the land of opportunities, where I knew I could make the American dream a reality, with true dreams and hopes. One day I got married and had 3 wonderful children. My marriage wasn't easy. However, after 9 years of marriage and tired of his physical, verbal, and emotional abuse, I finally left my husband. I remember like it was yesterday, the moment where I realized that something needed to change in my life. My husband hit me and hurt me so badly that I had to call the police. However, because I didn't speak English, I was not able to explain what had happened to me. My husband, who did speak English, took advantage of the situation and made up a story that ended up with me going to jail. Eventually, I was let out of jail, only to find out that I was all alone with my children. I did not have family, money, job, a car, or a place to live. We only had the clothes that we had on our backs. We ended up at a homeless shelter. I know what it is to be hungry in a country of abundance. Because of my living situation, it was very difficult for me to find a job. I almost gave up. And that's when I understood that I need to make a decision. I can give up or I keep on going. I decided to keep moving forward. For many years, it was just me and my children. Without speaking English and without an education, I didn't have many options to earn money. And I needed to feed my children. So I ended up working in the field. I worked long hours under the hot sun and temperatures that frequently were of over 100 degrees. Sometimes I worked under the rain. But in the back of my mind, I always had the hope to go back to school and earn my high school diploma. In fact, I tried several times, but for one reason or another, I wasn't successful. Last year, a friend told me about the HEAD program, and I decided to give it another try. I had nothing to lose. I took the entrance test and was excited to hear that I passed it, that I knew that this was it. 5 months later, after many long nights of studying and preparing for my test, I did it. And today, I am a high school graduate. Today, I am living a very different reality, and sometimes I find hard to believe how lucky I am. Since the Arma High School equivalency diploma we had last November, I have taken 4 computer courses and want to be well prepared for college classes. I am now finishing my first semester at Wade Tech, where I am taking my first 2 college level classes, grammar and composition. And I am also ready enrolling in 4 more classes for the fall. It is not easy for me to go to school. I drive 3 hours every day to go to class, and I also have a full-time job, and I take care of my 3 children. However, even if things become very difficult, I am not going to give up. I am thinking about becoming a social worker, but I am also considering other options. I want my children to know that it's never too late to make our dreams come true. I am thankful for the opportunity to be here today to share my story, and I want each of you know how life changed the way Tech Health program has been for me. Prior for become a happy student, I did not know what ability to learn. Suddenly, it was like a door was open for me. HEP has had a tremendous impact of my life. First, I want to thank God for opening so many doors that made it possible for me to be here today. I would like to thank the Wade Tech program for supporting me and for believing in me. And thank you, La Señora Maria Pfister, for supporting me, for believing in me. And I want to thank each of you program directors who work so hard to help other farm workers like me. Thank you. We will not be here if it wasn't for you, commitment and dedication. Finally, I want to thank the members of the Department of Education Office of Migrant Education for promoting and funding this amazing program throughout the country. Because of your support, they can fulfill the mission to serve, educate, and empower farm workers and their vision to improve the quality of life for farm workers through education. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. God bless you.